Um, it's in every community, basically. Bones.
Yes, every community has a small business administration. Yes.
So they can
You
just
normally
look it
find
up.
them in your downtown areas of your community where your city hall. Yeah, you can even look it up. They're online. Um, Basically all the basic information that you would need for business, starting up a business, the walkthrough or certain fields is all there, and it's all free. It's public information, and so the doodle bugs can get it.
Hmm.
And what Phoenix was mentioning about Trump, that's added on top of what they're already giving.
Oh, so they
So the
send some money
SBA
to the
is already
SBA.
giving out loans.
Okay.
Yes,
So
and
the
the way the
SBA
SBA
all.
works is
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
the
Go
way
ahead,
it
Bones.
works.
I'm
The
just trying to get.
SBA, they put you in association with other lenders and other nonprofit organizations that receive this money from the government, which is a double benefit for us because we also can form our own 501(c)s to be the middleman lenders between the businessmen and the community. So what they added on to it, so if they add another 13 billion towards it, that's not new. That's already added on to the 13 billion before and the hundred and something billion that was given out already. And is designed again for small business owners.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than that. Let's say if you're a business owner, and right now how we're in a natural disaster, and let's say your business didn't get damaged or anything, you just lost income. Well, you can access the SBA through their program to get reimbursed from the income that you lost because you couldn't generate funds because of a national disaster. They even have it to the point to where through the SBA you can get small grants and loans for home repairs. So let's say if you have a business, you can use it three times. You can use it for the business, you can use it for your home, and you can use it for personal use. If I remember correctly off the top of my head, for your home, they're offering up to $200,000. For personal, 40,000, and for business, it depends on the structure of the business and the needs.
Oh, my bad. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yep, loud and clear now.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, just giving a basic information on it. I mean, if there's any questions or anything directly, I'll go do my best to answer it. I'll point us in the right direction of the answer.
So
Yes.
basically, what you're saying is, if I got a business right now, and I missed out on the $10,000 that they was giving loans to each company, and now I need some money to keep my business running, or I'm trying to start a business. This would be the best time to go down to SBA and utilize their services.
Yes, it would be, especially with the double benefit with everyone working at home. I don't know if people know if you're working at home, that gives you a benefit because your home is the business. So now that loan, that small business loan, the basic things in your house also legally counts towards that business because that business is in that home, so you need running water. That business is in that home, so it needs electricity. The property has to be kept up. The structures have to be kept up. Yes. So all these things by majority of everybody working from home right now, this is the perfect time for you to start putting yourself in position to start receiving funds. So when everything go back, you already in there. You already have your paperwork and everything ready to go. No, No, it, it can be just it can be just starting a brand new business, and they will put you in the right program for your business needs.
Damn. I had them. They couldn't even hear
Yeah,
me, but I can use this and show because I've been helping people. I'm just gonna repeat this because I've been muted. They couldn't hear what I was saying. Um, I've been helping someone almost every day last week on this. So now, well, I've been helping them start their business. You know, help to get the legal business started and getting the things that they needed to get the business started without a lot of money. But now, getting that business started and now they're actually working, we can refer them to the SBA and see if they have anything that they can use to get busy. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, correct, correct. I mean,
Now, a
that's what
lot
it
of
was
people,
created for.
right? Now, most people
Mhm.
think the
Oh, no, I was just
SBA.
saying that's what it was created.
Most people think the SBA really qualify for women. Like a lot of times you dealing with the SBA, they want to know if you're a female. Um, for the small business loan, I guess they get an
Well,
extra
that's
bonus for
because
being.
no, no, because they have a separate program through the SBA for women and minorities. So again, the way it's set up, they put you in the program that will best benefit you. They put you in the best situation for you to achieve what your goals is. Because the plans are basically they're going to ask you for your business plan and stuff like that. So again, the program that you go into will be best for you. So you won't be taking a program where you're learning a whole bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with your business. They did is designed directly around your business.
Yep, Macadon females get double dip.
And as the more as we learn as a community, you'll start realizing double dipping is nothing. With these programs, you got people using them 8 different ways because you can dip in 8 different times because a lot of these programs do not cancel each other out. They're
so
built to
why?
stack up with each other. Oh, go ahead, coach.
So why you think people scared to utilize these programs?
Well, a lot of time of we didn't know and misinformation. Because Phoenix was mentioning it earlier, a lot of us was taught hate the government, don't deal with the government, don't talk to them people. You know, a lot of times lack of information do cause fear.
Okay, because we at grandma's house. I gotta watch my lip because I like to say something just then. But so the information that other people are pushing, saying like, "Yo, this still connects you to the government." Um, Once you cut ties from the government, do any of these programs? Can you utilize any of these programs?
Not a one, because it's still even foreigners. The reason why they can use it because they come over, they get the equivalent of a social security number. You know, they work through the process to become citizens, so they use it. But if you have no paperwork to prove who you are, no, just nothing you can do. You just locked yourself out. That's all you did.
Okay, Macadon. Now you can hit me up. I believe you got my number. If not, you can email me. We can talk, and it probably gonna. You gotta have some hours, and we can sit down and get that done. I can show you how I've been helping folks with the businesses. That's like I do it so much now to where it's become common, and people are really growing from it and getting their businesses up and running. I've helped a lot of people here lately. So yeah, just hit me up, Macadon, and I'll show you what I got. So what else? Is there anything else you know of, Bones, that we can utilize? Like starting a business at home, um, other than the SBA.
Yeah, you can also go through a lot of the USDA programs because again, a lot of people are working from home, and a lot of their forgivable grants you can use because you are working from home. Your office is your home structure, so that's a double benefit.
Mm, 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 mm.
But right now, what I would suggest, a lot of these COVID programs for funding for businesses and employment, take advantage of them now because again, this is stuff to where the qualifications are simple if you already had a business already established. And then also look locally. You have to be involved locally because by involving yourself locally, you get a better understanding on what services you can start a business with. Because yes, true indeed, you can start a business, but you want to make sure what you're doing is going to be successful. Study the needs of your community. See what services your community has, and see what services they don't have that they can do. So that way, you can start developing things that also benefit you and the community as well. Anyone that's interested in broadband connectivity or starting their own cable network, I would advise you go to USDA.com. They're basically giving them out every day for people that are interested in these fields of starting broadband or communication companies with complete walkthroughs on how to get all the requirements, all the courses necessary to be successful if this is what you choose to do.
Yeah, that's something to look into.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, Brother Bonson? How are you?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay. I couldn't see the chat move so fast, and I'm using like three different interfaces, so I can't always see it. And I was trying to see what you were saying, so I'm like, hey, let me just drop you the link.
Okay. Yo, what's up, coach? And the other brother name. I'm in traffic, so how y'all doing?
No problem. All right, and yourself?
I'm fine.
What's good, brother? What's good,
And
brother?
just out here in this traffic right now. But I wanted to say something about the $10,000 that they had when they had approved the first money that they sent out to the businesses that was affected from the coronavirus. Actually, the 10,000 was actually free money. What I mean by free money was you get a loan,
Yep.
you pay your workers and everything on the loan that you get. But when you apply for a loan, that automatically qualify for the 10,000, which was a grant. And we all know grants you ain't got to pay back.
Yep.
Even they also said you didn't have to pay the 10,000 back. Even if you got denied, you still was qualified for the, because they said the 10,000 you get it in 3 days immediately. So basically all you had to do, because anybody had a business, they basically was affected no matter what. I don't care what kind of business you had. So all you had to do was apply.
Yep.
I messed up at.
Correct.
I found out about it a week later when I applied. The money was already gone. So that's why I was telling you
they'll be coming back around
when I said it was free money. Right, it's coming back because I think I was telling y'all last time I took that business class, and the guy who ran the business was a CPA, and he sent us out emails to charge us $97 to walk us through the application for the $10,000. But I had already, I really didn't see the email neither, but I did the application, but it was too late. So, but I just wanted to kind of touch on that for the grant money. You just gotta, like you say, you gotta go to their website, fill that application out.
Yeah.
You know, you got a legit business and everything. You file taxes with your business. They're gonna look through taxes and everything, see that you got a business. Right, and they're gonna hook you up with that grant money.
Yep.
For that, so you got affected. If you got a business, a small business, whatever type of business you got. Right. I just wanted to touch on that, but I'm gonna get back in the chat.
And you can be a sole proprietor.
Facts.
You can be.
I just wanted to touch on that.
Sole proprietor, and it still qualifies.
Facts. Right. Okay. That's how I want to say it, Moon, y'all. I'm just listening.
Okay, thank you so much, beloved.
Yes, sir.
That's my
Yes. All right. Thank y'all.
Yeah, the add-on. Oh, to add on what he was saying is you can be a sole proprietor business and you qualify. You can be a partnership and you still qualify. And the extra benefit is if you use the loan, and we're talking about the loan part, for the parts exactly what you said for paying employees, infrastructure, and keeping the business afloat, then that loan becomes forgivable as well. So yes, technically, if you do it right, follow the steps, it becomes free money for your business.
All right, I got you. Oh, we didn't lose you, did we, Bones?
No, I'm still here. Someone was calling me at the moment.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Mike,
So that's
yeah,
some
I'm
work
back.
to do. I got some folks message me. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna contact them after the live about the business. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And
The
again, you
payroll.
can find
Go
it
ahead.
at the SBA.com or your local SBA.com or your local SBA. You can call them. You can go online.
Macadon, all we can do is just apply ourselves, and when we apply ourselves, we find it might. Sometimes we be looking for stuff, and when we apply ourselves, we find stuff way more than what we was looking for. So yes, it sounds like you can't lose because you really can't. It's just a lot of people not applying themselves, or they're applying themselves to the wrong, or giving their energy away
Right.
for
To
no
the wrong
reason.
things. Right.
That's right.
Right. But in the background, there's always going to be something that can be done. This is absolutely one of them.
Yeah,
Ain't
it's as
nothing
simple
wrong
as
with it.
it's as simple as taking what you do naturally. For example, something that you naturally do that you enjoy is a job, especially if people can use it as a service. And we do a lot of these things naturally. Now it's just getting the documentation so now you can reap the benefits. You and your community can reap the benefits of what you do naturally. It's nothing, no secret, no hidden agendas to it. It's just how you apply yourself to it.
Good energy, good feelings. Um, so I'm hoping everybody get their business up and running, especially when they sitting at home. Your company shut down, or you're waiting for the country to get back running so you can go find a gig. This is the
Right.
absolute best time to sit back and try to figure out what you see yourself doing for the rest of your life for yourself.
That's right. That's right. We better get
Um,
it together. We certainly have been advised also, and it is, and I had an opportunity for the last 7 years to be really versed in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and what have you. My daughter's godfather has been speaking about this for the better part, I would say, 7 years strong, but it's always been mentioned at least for the last 10 years. So now this is going to be a time where I have to kind of go back into the crates and learn something new and add on to, strengthen that or whatever. So that's not something we definitely want to make sure that we are on top of things, because you don't want to start creating these entities and then for the lack of knowledge, not know how to keep things running smooth, especially when we have these opportunities to, get you out the gate in the first place. You don't want to drop the ball at any time. And especially for people that are new in entrepreneurship, um, just dealing with that particular anxiety of wanting to be successful, and also depending on what it is that you're doing, hoping that it's a service that you want to make sure that you have some sort of service that is never going to go out of style. You know what I'm saying? You want something that doesn't matter what the economy is doing, what's happening, there's going to be a great need for whatever services you provide. Now, even though if you're 62 and it's too late to be a doctor, right? You can certainly still own a nursing home. You see what I'm saying? There's always going to be a need for someone to receive care, have a place to live, to seek care, and you can always have those people, the professionals. You can hire the professionals once you have these type of things. But facilities, and think of things that are businesses that may movable. You know what I'm saying? Something that is going to be resilient to a lot of pandemics, disasters, and a lot of these occurrences and things that we can have. Always have something else in the background. You can have your novice or your niche things, but you definitely want to have something solid that is going to be here 200 years from now. You know what I'm saying? And still running in your family. So you definitely want to have something that's going to be, descendable. That's for sure. You can have 10,000. There's no limit as to how many businesses you can have. That's for sure. But you certainly want to make sure that there's some things that you are planning that nest egg just for the future generations, just for them.
Correct. And again, it just takes a start. And we know we come from communities to where our major problem is startup capital. So to me, it will only make sense to take advantage of these grants and forgivable loans that are designed, again, to help small businesses. To be successful in business, the first key would be find outside sources so you don't spend the money out of your own pocket. Because then you're already cutting your business to a 50% chance of being successful, because you have to use that income to survive on and try to run a business on. And like Coach said before, most people work in 2 jobs, 18 plus hours a day. How much time you're going to have for yourself if you're trying to do it that way? When you can set up your business plan, get everything out on paper, get the numbers from the census, because of the census, you already have all the statistical data you would need when you put your business plan together on who you're trying to service. You don't have to guess at this. Just sitting down on your computer, access the data locally. You know how many people that live in your town. You know how many elderly people in your town. You know how many children in your town. You know how many people with special needs in your town, giving you a better logistical idea of how we can serve our communities better. I mean, it's not like it can't be done. How can we keep reading about the so-called Black Wall Streets, your Rosewoods, your North Carolinas, and we talking about the top of the 1900s? How do you think they did it?
Got together. They got together. That was the whole key. They got together. Them folks wasn't even. Them folks had to walk over there. You got to remember, that town wouldn't exist really. That town had just got up. A couple years beforehand, not too long before that. So for them folks to be the #1 city, and them folks really had to work together. And my argument was, when they say Black Wall Street, they're not talking about the people. They talking about the oil. But that's another conversation for another day.
And the oil and in business, you'll understand the term black in business is good. It means you are making a profit. If you're in the red in business, you're losing. See, a lot of times we got to know the definitions of these words and the fields that they're being used in. The definition that they try to put on black as a person don't apply to the word black in business. Black in business is a good thing.
Lying. It sure enough
It
is.
means you're making a profit. Yeah. You want to be in the black in business. You're going to break your neck to be black in business.
That's a fact.
And that's where we have to let the emotion go and replace emotion with information. Correct information. Vetted information. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. All these industries that surround us exist because of business. So you trying to tell me when we was African American, we can have a business, but as American Indian, we forgot how? I refuse to believe that.
That's right.
That's tough. And it's a group of people and people
A
getting
simple
together,
garden.
helping people. Some people are further ahead in their business. Um, Turn around and say, "Yo, this is what I did. I did this and I did that." Help other people that's trying to get started. Maybe it's some folks trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Show them the way. Show them how to get started. I mean, it's each one teach one.
And
That's
like I said,
right.
it's simple. A simple home garden in your house or in your backyard is a business. Again, a home garden is a business. You growing herbs and fruits and vegetables. Do people know that restaurants use herbs and fresh vegetables and they would prefer to get them fresh every rising? That's a local business right there alone.
That's right.
Especially if you already growing the stuff, that's your sweat equity. See, we have to
That's right.
realize we have sweat equity, and sweat equity is equal to cash. Because what comes first, the labor or the payment? The labor creates the cash. So if you're sitting here working in your home garden and you're doing this 4 hours a day and you did this for 6 months and you logged it down, guess what? That's sweat equity that you can turn around again and convert into a cash loan from a institution. That's how Habitat for Humanity works. Sweat equity. Again, it comes back down to us learning there's a lot of things around us that we do naturally. We naturally do it, and it's money. We just have to realize that. If you're working with the youth in your community 20 minutes a day, that's sweat equity. You turn around, that's logged down of what you did, proven, recorded. Now that's in your business plan of testimonials that have already been done. So you're not walking into these institutions getting small business loans empty handed. You're going in here with a track record showing them, listen, I was able to help 20 children a week. Now with this small business loan, I can increase this up to 50 children a week. And by showing them a plan, now these institutions, they feel more secure because they can see, all right, if we're going to give them this $100,000 loan, we can see how it can benefit the community and we can see how we can get a benefit off of it. Because don't make no mistake about it, they are doing it for a benefit for themselves. But the benefit is you become a part of your community, a deciding piece on the future of your community. Like Coach said before, your children during the summer, they cut grass, log them hours. That's sweat equity for a lawn company. Some of us in our communities, we run little neighborhood stores and stuff for the children, little storehouses. Log that sweat equity. So now when you get your paperwork and stuff together to turn that house store into a legal financial generating machine for you, your sweat equity is already in place. Again, I don't care if you sewing clothes, log the time that it took you. That sweat equity. Time is money. We must remember this. Time is money. It takes time to make money. And as a people, as a culture, as a community, we have to start making our time count. Somewhere down the line, we make the paper money more valuable than our time. That's backwards. To everybody that's doing these podcasts, because that's what these are, let's call them what it is, podcasts. YouTube have a whole logged hour for you of every show you have ever done. That's your sweat equity. So now you can get your YouTube report and show them the services that you already done. Be like, listen, I'm doing a production company on community growth, and we did a whole year of shows, and they're 4 hours a piece. You add them hours up, that's sweat equity. Now, when that's on your proposal to get this loan, this institution can see you spent the whole year using your time to provide a service. So now when they're looking at, hold on, if this person did a whole year with this, oh, of course we'll finance them. Because if they get this, I can see where this is going to go now. We have to start realizing everything of value that we need, we already have. Don't everybody come get it from us and package it up and sell it to everybody else? So why we can't package it up and sell it to everybody else? Why we can't be our own middlemen?
I'm supposed to lose their mind.
From our farmers that's out there, please, I implore you, look up the USDA. There's a program for you to where they're paying for marketing and distribution. And if it was me, I would try to connect with our brothers and sisters who drive trucks, set up a truck driving organization. So now when these farmers get these contracts for distribution, we have American Indian distribution companies in place to award these contracts to. That's why all of us that's on this media side, we form these companies. So now when these farmers get these marketing contracts, they can get a contracts to American Indian production companies. See, in this industry, all we have to do is form the pieces and be honest with each other and the communities, and we can get this done. All of us live in areas that have access to particular resources that your area might not have. That's distribution there alone. The industries are already here. We as people, we as a community just got to start participating. Who's telling me that I can't have a farm to sell to cultured Phoenix? What does it say to that? Please show me the law. I can show you 100 laws that say I can. Where's the law that say that we cannot build a community and base it off of genealogy? I can show you 100 laws that say that we can. Again, our problems that we face is because we don't do. And do not get me wrong. Yes, there are other outside parties that play their part towards our condition. We know this. History tells this. They tell us this every year. Cool. But right now we're amongst each other. What can we do as brothers and sisters to fix our mistakes in this situation?
I know that's right, Bones. That's so absolutely true. That's so absolutely true. Matt, what's happening, beloved? It's a lovely surprise. What's going on, good brother? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Give me just a moment. Just a moment.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. We got
I can't speak to nobody else. I like to win. And I'm not talking about solo winning. I like to win with my brothers and sisters. Can't party by yourself, y'all. And it don't
That's
feel
a
good.
fact. That's a fact. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. That's the absolute truth. And this is good. That goes back to something my mother said. When I asked her like, how does she feel about how my life changed, and this is like solely what it is that I do now. And she said that the only thing she's ever worried about me is giving out all of this information and giving up a lot of myself to people that don't appreciate it. That was all. That was her only thing. But definitely it's for everybody to have. It's for everybody to have, especially people that are in oppressive positions. There is no reason why anybody should be oppressed. It's really not. And it's not something that's just exclusive to us being American Indians. We just can't help everybody else with their problems, and we come to the realization that no one's going to help us with ours. It's not up to anybody to help us with ours. It's up to us to do it for ourselves the same way everybody else does for themselves. So What's up, Mac Daddy? What's happening with you?
Man, why is there so much hate? My God, these niggas hate us. Man,
We
man.
at grandma's house too, Mac, just to let you know, we at grandma's house.
Man, shout out to all the Indians. Yeah, I mean, if these last few videos ain't open up these people's eyes and ears, I don't know what did.
Right.
And a lot of these dudes, y'all, they don't want us to claim Indian. They don't want us to claim Indian at all. If y'all can see these text messages that I sent Phoenix, she'll tell y'all these niggas don't want you to be Indians. Oh man, it's funny how they when we called ourselves Aboriginals, they attached themselves to the name Aboriginal because they knew the meaning. So anybody could be an Aboriginal. So now these Moors are Aboriginals. You even hear Pan Africans say they're Aboriginals. Now you hear Hebrew.
Go ahead. You hear Hebrews. We lost them.
Um.
Mac, where you at, Mac? Bonton said, yeah, we lost him.
Oh man. Okay. Hopefully, he'll be back. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just.
I guess probably
Okay.
bad
There he is.
signal.
There he is.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happened. Somebody tell me, like I was saying, I don't know where did I leave off?
Let me go check.
Well, let's switch off of Grandma Killers for a moment. Can we do
Yeah, let
that,
me
Coach?
take grandma off for a minute.
Hold
Yeah,
on
I got
one
you. I got you. I'm taking grandma crib.
Do you mind, Bones? We take
If
it
you
off
at
of Grandma's for a second.
if you at grandma's house, you
No,
might want to leave.
no, don't. Listen,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
regular just like everybody else up here.
I know that's right, good
So
brother.
if we among ourselves, we know how we talk. We know how we talk. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
Uh,
That's right.
who is
Ho- ho-
okay? Coach said, hold on, right quick.
hold up. I'm getting it. If you're on grandma channel, just go ahead and come back to Phoenix page, um, or my page. I'm about to shut grandma's down, and I'm gonna shut down. Hold on, grandma's 19 people at grandma's. If you're at grandma's house chilling, you might want to leave. We're gonna shut her down. I'm shutting it down now. So just letting you know, we're still rolling. We're just not at grandma's house anymore.